Hi guys, and welcome to our Premier League 2019-2020 prediction video. Yes, I'm back with James and Callum. Yes, again, just like we were last season, here we are again for the new upcoming Premier League season. Just like we did before, we're going to be talking about all three of our teams, how we think they'll do. We're talking about transfers, we'll be talking about ins and outs of the clubs, our predictions, like top six, bottom three, stuff like that. I will be putting video chapters in this video because it's going to be a long video, and so if you're a fan of a certain club and you just want to get to that section of your club, I'll put video chapters down below. So if you're Newcastle, Brighton fan or Liverpool fan, I'll put video chapters in the description below if you want to just get to your part. I think that's fair enough. So, but yeah, just like we did last season, we are going to start with Brighton and Hove Albion. And James,
Take it away.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about Brighton. I'm sorry, but
to be honest,
go on.
I'm worried as well, to be honest.
Oh.
So let's just recap. We were terrible last season. We just about narrowly escaped relegation by the skin of our teeth.
Rest in peace, Cardiff.
Rest in peace, Cardiff.
Yep.
Sacked Houghton the day after we lost to City.
Big mistake.
Well,
Now you've got Graham Potter.
Graham Potter from Swansea.
Yep.
Who I said in the original video, I don't get the clip in, but I said Potter isn't good enough if we sign him. Now, after I watched some pre-season games, seeing who we've kind of signed in, and the way he plays compared to Houghton, I have faith in him now.
Oh, really?
I think he'll keep us up.
Yeah.
Where we'll be, I don't know, but he will keep us up. In terms of transfers, obviously the big side departure was Anthony Knockaert on loan to Fulham. And he will probably go permanently next year.
Yeah.
Which Knockaert's hit and miss. He was exceptional in the Championship. Won the Championship Player of the Season when we went up. But he just didn't really. He had a few games where he was alright, but I think he wasn't really got a level-headedness, to be honest. Very rash in some of the decisions he makes. That red card against Bournemouth when he completely almost ended Smith's career. He got a straight red. Yeah. It was a disgusting tackle. It was so funny.
Filthy.
So he's gone to Fulham and Ivory as well.
I'll cut that out.
Filthy. But then we brought in Leandro Trossard from Genk, I think, for 15 million maybe. Genk captain. They won the Belgian league.
Sorry, just the way you said Genk, I got Genk.
15 million, I could be wrong, it's probably undisclosed.
15 million?
I think so.
Woo.
We've smashed a record already, I'll talk about that in a second.
For what was it, Jack and Bash last season?
Jahan Batch was 17 million.
Now it's Adam Webster.
It's not, it's Neil Morpay at the moment,
Oh.
but I'll tell you in a second. So Trossard, I've watched him play a couple of times. He's basically like Knockaert, switching wings whenever he wants to, quite skillful, loves to like cut in from the wing and run and stuff. We played Valencia on Friday. He seemed pretty good. He got man of the match. He was just a nippy, fast little player. Where he does well is completely, I had no idea. He looks good from what I can see, but we'll have to wait and see. Couple of defenders, Matt Clark from Portsmouth for 3.5 million, but he's gone on loan to Derby for the season. It was a bit of a waste of a transfer, but you know. We've got Duffy, and now he's signed Adam Webster from Bristol City for 18 million, but could rise to 22, depending on how well he does and stuff.
We had a lot of signings, haven't we? I didn't realise you'd signed this many new players.
We have, plus like under 23 players as well.
Oh.
We've signed like, I think, Kazim Richards from Man City, really good potential.
Big prospect, yeah.
Big prospect, he's like 18 years old maybe.
Yeah.
Scoring his debut against Crawley, Panenka penalty. But it's Crawley, so. So it looks like we're going for a 5-back formation, a 5-2-3, whatever it is, and
5-3-2.
having 5-3. Well, no, because we have.
Well, if you're gonna have wingers, then it's gonna be 5-2-3 because you have two centre.
Yeah, 5-2-3. So the way Valencia was obviously Ryan in goal. We had Duffy, Duncan, Dan, Byrne, but obviously now that Webster's here, it'll be Webster instead of Byrne. Montoya on the right and Solly March as a left wing back, and then Proper Stevens, and then Trossard,
Murray
in the middle, and Lacardia, who was terrible last season, I think could do well this season.
Yeah.
I think Potter's going to get the best out of him because Potter plays really attacking football compared to Houghton. He's really for kind of still quite structured at the back and stuff. We're still quite, but he encourages We're having 3 centre backs. One of them will probably be Adam Webster to venture into midfield. He has played defensive midfield before, and just encourages them to kind of join in the attack and stuff. We've just signed today Neil Maupay from Brentford for 20 million. So at the moment he's on transfer record signing, unless Webster does well, 22 million. So we're spending the big bucks.
You've splashed the cash. I mean, I didn't realise.
It's funny because about 4 years ago we were signing Will Buckley for £250,000. Now we're signing Neil Maupay for 20 million. So yeah, that's all our transfers and stuff. I think we'll do well. I think we'll get 15th. I say a nice healthy middle. Anything better is great. Anything worse, then.
Do you think you'll have a good run in the cup again? Of course, you got to the semi-final.
Got semi-finals FA Cup
last year.
Awesome.
So
Love to have that again. Won't happen again.
I was so rooting for you against City, but you were just outplayed. Obviously, fair enough.
We won.
You gave them a good game.
We lost 1-0 and it got in the 3rd minute. We gave them a really good game.
Yeah.
We did really well. They was proud.
These were so much louder than their fans. They had all the flags. City were just like, City. So
it was incredible.
Got such a good fan base.
Watching it live.
Yeah.
I think maybe League Cup we don't care about. No, we never won the League Cup. But FA Cup, I'm predicting last 16 maybe.
Right.
We'll beat a couple of teams. We'll get Championship teams, League One teams, and then we'll beat them all. It's funny because you know the BT Sport. What is it?
Script.
Yeah.
The script of the season.
It predicts day 1 we'll beat Watford 4-0. We're top of the table for week 1, and I'm like, yes.
If that happens,
I'm not going to shut up about that. You've got to shut up about winning the league. I'm going to not shut up about being top of the table for the first week.
Good, fair enough.
So
enjoy it if that happens.
It won't happen.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So. Well, what are your predictions for Brighton in terms of placing?
Right.
Of course, this is all going to change when we do our
when we
do our mid-season.
I haven't said anything yet. But I've got Brighton in the relegation zone.
You're an arsehole.
I've got Brighton to be relegated. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait till I give a Newcastle prediction. Then you go bottom of the table.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'm just eating popcorn right now.
What about you then? What are you thinking?
Okay. Well, like I said at the beginning, I was worried for you because you just clung on to life last season. When a lot of people thought you shouldn't have Cardiff, you should have stayed up, but you stayed up. But like I said, you saw it with Stoke, you saw it with Sunderland, you saw it with West Brom. The teams that that really struggle do go down the next season, and we saw it with those a number of times. And I think say it. And I think we are possibly going to see it with the Seagulls. I don't want you to go down. I do not want Brighton to go down. This is just what I think. But I think with all those new signings, I think you could pull off. We shut both of us open. You could do really well.
Possibly.
But right now,
get in Europa League.
but right now, I've got 18th for Brighton.
Okay.
Right now, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope in mid-season, you are a good 5-6 points clear.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But that's just what I think. That's what I think right now, just based on what I saw last season.
What happens if we go down? Am I allowed to come back or not?
Oh yeah, it's a good
Because I won't be in the Premier League anymore.
We were like,
well, yes, for you two.
we're going, James, Championship. Well, that's a good point. But
we'd have to give James some time to talk about the Championship.
I think if we went down, I think we come back in at least 2 seasons.
Yeah, I think he would come back, definitely.
Maybe not the first time round, because our star players will leave and to build up again.
Maybe.
Give us 2 seasons.
Okay, well, thank you, James, and my fingers are crossed for the Seagulls. Hopefully, you can get off to a good start. Okay. Okay, now on to the Magpies. And safe to say, it's been a crazy 2 months to be a Newcastle fan. Lots of downs. Rafa going.
Rafa's gone.
Losing Perez.
We sold Perez for 30 million to Leicester. And okay.
You were distraught when it happened. You were like, what are they doing? We're going down.
Losing Condon.
Rondon.
I call him Condon. I call him Condon.
Rondon didn't sign permanently. Rafa tried, and Rafa didn't sign a new contract. So Rafa went to China, and Rondon followed him, and then we sold Perez for 30 million.
Oh.
So we lost pretty much all of our Premier League goals last season, which were 23 goals between those two, are gone.
Ouch.
And so is Rafa Benitez, one of the best managers in the world ever. And he was replaced by Steve Bruce.
This pasty face.
Now then.
The relegator.
He hasn't been in the Premier League since 2015
With Hull.
Hull or Aston Villa, whichever one it was. I can't remember.
He did alright with Hull for like 2 seasons, I
He
think.
did, but then it went down.
He's managed Birmingham City,
down,
Sunderland,
went down,
Aston Villa,
went down.
Hull,
Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Went
But Newcastle
Going
is
down.
potentially the best squad that he's had as a manager.
And you've made some big signings.
We have made some big signings, yeah. So Joe Linton from Hoffenheim for 40 million. He's a striker, 22 years old.
Prospect.
40 million. That's a lot of money, though. 40
Prospect.
How much?
40 million.
Jeez.
I know, it's that transfer record, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Fair play.
So that's he's scored 2 goals in 2 starts as well in pre-season, but obviously that's pre-season, so you can't really play much on that. Alan Saint-Maximin for 16.5 million, rising to 20. He's a right winger.
Good price for him.
Yeah. Obviously, we've still got Almiron from January as well. So then 3 in attack. I think we're going to have a pretty good attack this season, but you can't tell from pre-season. We've signed Jethro Willems on loan from Frankfurt. He's a left back. We've needed a left back for a while because we've only got Paul Dummett, and we played Richie there last season, but he's injured now.
Is he?
He got injured in the game the other day. I'm not sure how long he's out for, but hopefully he's not out for long because he's a big worker. And then two people for like under 23s. We've got Kyle Scott on a free from Chelsea. He's 21 as a centre mid. And then Jake Turner as well. He's a goalkeeper from Bolton.
Bolton.
They've gone to our under 23s, under 21s. But we've been linked with a lot more people today. Thiago Maia is a centre mid is Brazilian from Lille, I think he is. And there's Ronnie Lopez, Andy Carroll, Charlie Austin.
No.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Andy Carroll's has been ruled out.
I don't think we want to sign a striker anymore. But I mean, we do have Joe Linton, Almiron, Saint-Maximin, Muto, Gale, and Elias Sorensen. So that's like 6 players.
Who's the other one?
Elias Sorensen he's 19.
Oh, okay.
He's like a youngster. He came through the.
I was Elias Sorensen.
But right, it's actually all right. He's to be fair, he's missed a few decent chances in pre-season, and so has Almiron as well. But I feel like once Almiron finds his groove, then he's going to score and assist quite a lot for us, and hopefully Joe Linton will carry on what he's been doing in pre-season as well. But you can never really tell. I don't know what our prospects are really, because
everyone said relegation.
Relegation.
Now you've bought all these new players.
But we have spent 60 million, and potentially more to come in a couple of days in the transfer window.
Aston Villa has spent 130 million. They're still going down.
Yeah, which one's go down?
We'll talk about that later.
Not yet.
That's later on.
Obviously out Perez. We got rid of Hosselu as well. Dearme went. Rondon obviously because he was only on loan. Kennedy as well from Chelsea. He went back to Chelsea because he was only on loan. There could be still more fit people to go out. Isaac Hayden might leave. Henry Save might leave. Lazar, Colback, even Dwight Gale might still leave.
Jeez, that's so many players coming in and out, isn't it? It's quite a crazy transfer window
never know.
for Newcastle.
I mean, Steve Bruce needs to name his 25-man squad or whatever it is on Thursday, and it's including 3 goalkeepers, so it's only 22 outfield players. So we need to get rid of quite a few people if we're going to bring anyone more in, but you just don't know what's going to happen, do you? You just don't know.
I think he's being quite harsh on Steve Bruce. I think I think he might surprise us all. I think he might. Yeah. Like you said, it's probably the best team Steve Bruce has ever got.
Yeah.
He's been big. What I don't get is though, you spent all this money on new players. But why didn't you do that when Rafa was manager? I just don't get it. Now he's gone. Now Mike Ashley's like, okay, now you can go out and get all these good top players or prospects.
The thing is,
I don't get it.
From what Mike Ashley says, Rafa was unnegotiable, and Ashley tried to give him stuff and he wasn't enough or whatever like that. But Rafa's came out and said that it was Ashley who was the one who was unnegotiable. So
I think we know.
I believe Rafa.
I think we know who to believe.
I do, and it's sad to see him go because he was an amazing manager. But it looks like we're keeping a similar system to what he had in place last year because we're going to do 5 back.
Okay.
But we're going to play with 2 strikers and 3 centre mids instead of wingers, I think. So I don't know. A Longstaff's still there. Shelby's got a resurgence in his career under Bruce in pre-season at least. Isaac Hayden's still there, and I want him to stay, but he was homesick and he wanted to leave. He wanted to be closer to his family and stuff. So I don't know whether he'll still go.
Where is he from?
London. He came from Arsenal.
Okay.
But we've still got Dubravka and Shah. and hopefully Willems and Manquillo's actually been doing well in pre-season.
Has he?
I think he's probably better than Yedlin right now. But we do want to sign another right back as well, which I'm not sure is good if we've already got two, so one of them might have to leave as well. But I'm predicting similar to James in his team. I'm predicting like 14th, 15th. I think we'll avoid relegation, but I don't think we'll challenge, like the top 10 or anything like that, because Joelinton and St Maximin are improving in the Premier League, so they could do well, and Almiron as well needs to get some confidence.
It's good bringing in lots of players, but it's also bad bringing lots of players because obviously they don't have any Premier League.
The thing is, they're both 22 years old as well, so they're both really young, and I mean, I think Joelinton got 7 goals in the Bundesliga last year, and Maximin got 5 in the League One and 7 assists or something. I mean, it's okay, but it's not.
I would rate Bundesliga over League One personally, so I think Joelinton will do better. But
we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think we're going to get relegated. I think we're going to be 14th, 15th.
Okay, so James,
you want to tell me
you
want to finish?
He might get his revenge here.
as much as I joke, I think we'll stay up.
Okay.
I think like 16th, 17th.
So they'll just stay up.
I think you'll go for a rut around Christmas, I can imagine.
According to the script,
I think you'll start
we're going to beat Arsenal on the opening day, then we're going to lose the rest of the games until Christmas.
She won 3 points at Christmas.
Wow.
I don't know, something like that.
So I think you'll start well. I mean, Joelinton and St Maximin will hit the tracks running, but I think you'll have a rut around Christmas, and that's when Steve Bruce's character will come into play. January will be big for you. But I think 16th, 17th. If you go down, it'd be harsh. But if you stay up, it's not too bad.
What can you do?
All right, and I think he'll stay up. I don't think he's a go. I did when Rafa left. You lost Perez.
Thank you for your support, guys.
When you lost Perez.
Where's my support?
Sorry, I haven't got any support to give you.
That's fair enough. If I could, I would.
When you lost Perez and Condom, I was just like, you're in massive trouble now. What are you doing, Newcastle? But then now you've signed all these new players, and I think if Steve Bruce can get this team playing together he could potentially have a good season. But I don't think he's going to break into the top 10. No. I just think the teams are too strong right there, better than Newcastle at the minute.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 15th right now for Newcastle. I think he'll be in lower mid-table. And then maybe on our mid-season review, you might be doing well. We never know.
You don't know.
But I think Newcastle fans really want to see you guys do well.
Let's say 26th September when Brighton play Newcastle, whoever loses going down. Yeah.
Right.
You saw it here.
No, neither of us going down. It's fine.
Okay, so is that everything?
That's everything
For Newcastle.
Talk about the
Lions. Talk about Liverpool.
Yeah. Okay. Won't be too long. Don't worry.
You didn't win the league.
But we won the European Cup six times. Woo! There we go. So, Liverpool won the Champions League, of course. Just over 2 months ago now. It was amazing.
The worst Champions League final.
Oh yeah.
But end of the day, who cares about that? End of the day, it's 6 European trophies. No one cares about how bad the game was.
No one's going to remember when you won that game against Spurs 1-0.
Yeah, but everyone remembers 6 European trophies.
Exactly. He's got the end.
Yeah, but everyone remembers 6 European trophies, and that's the best thing. Like, remember United and Chelsea Champions League final was an awful game, but no one remembers that because they just remember United winning that Champions League back then. But anyway, it was So unfortunately, it didn't win the Premier League. Just so close, but I do think it's going to be another very tight title race. I think like you saw last season, the gap was just so huge. With Manchester City and Liverpool, we were the 2 best teams in the league by a country mile, and it was just such a good title race, just duking it out, just like back and forth all season. And then of course City just edged it by a point and better goal difference, but hard bit of pill to swallow. But we go again this season, and I think it's going to be another very tough title race. And I really hope we can finally stop City, because if Manchester City win the Premier League again, that's the 3rd time. I think they were the first team ever to win 3 Premier Leagues in a row.
No, it's not. I think United have done it as well.
It's on the busy script. It's United, Arsenal, Liverpool.
In a row?
3 in a row.
Oh.
It's like at Huddersfield.
Did you read the whole script?
No, I read the first page.
All right.
And the Brighton bit.
Okay.
I went on holiday last week.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to the new season. I do think it's going to be tough though, because part of me is thinking that for the first couple of months of the season, it's not going to be very clear. That's just going to be Liverpool and City. I think maybe either Arsenal, Chelsea are going to be up there as well. Because remember last season, it was more or less a three-way race till January, because Tottenham were up there as well, and then Tottenham started to drift off, and then it was just Liverpool and City all the way to the final game.
You're still unbeaten at home, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to go all season all unbeaten again. Like, obviously, the only team we lost to last season was Manchester City, but we went all season, just lost one game. I don't see that happening again. I can't see us getting 97 points. That was crazy how we did that last season.
You've got to improve. Yeah, Anfield is good, but you've got to improve your away.
Yeah, we did have
a lot of draws.
Did have 7 draws last season, but like I said, only 1 defeat. That's why 97 points was great. But yeah, we do need to work on that. But our Anfield form is amazing, and I do think it really is just a great time to be a Liverpool fan. I mean, there's a great vibe around the club at the minute, of course, with winning the Champions League. I mean, the parade around the city was just incredible. Like over 1 million people in the city centre.
That was crazy.
And Klopp nearly falling off the bus. It was just great. And yeah, I fully expect it to be a great season for Liverpool. But in terms of transfers, been quite a quiet transfer window for Liverpool, and that's been quite surprising to a lot of Liverpool fans.
Do you need anything though?
I think we do. I think we need some backup. We do have. When you look at our squad, the first team is exceptional. One of the best. We have one of the best first teams in Europe, without a doubt. But our bench is surprisingly quite thin. Like we don't have many top backup players.
You forget you've got Oxlade-Chamberlain,
yeah, they
Lallana,
are back.
Shaqiri.
In terms of
Wilson, you've got
like I said, but we do have. I think we've got probably the thinnest squad in the top 6 besides Tottenham. I think we've got
Arsenal don't have a great squad.
No, they've made a few
subs.
They've made a few big signings. Of
Sorry, Luke, my friend.
But in terms of arrivals, we've been very uneventful. So all we've done is sign 2 youngsters. We've signed Sepp van der Berg for 1.7 million from Pek Zwolle from the Eredivisie.
Where?
I don't know exactly. Only 17 years old, so he's going to be a prospect. He'll probably be learning under Van Dijk, or be playing in the reserves most of the season. But he might get a few games because Dejan Lovren is rumoured to be leaving for Roma. So who's our backup centre back?
Matip and Gomez.
No, but
Matip, Gomez, Van Dijk.
Gomez, that's it. Gomez and Matip are only 2 centre back right now, and Sepp van der Berg. I think that's really it. Bit worrying, but okay. Of course, Harvey Elliott, with undisclosed fee. He's only a youngster, 16 years old, from Fulham. The youngest player ever to play in the Premier League last season when he made his debut for Fulham.
Well, I heard that Klopp's going to try and use him as much as he can.
Yeah, well, he looked very good. He played in pre-season against Lyon, and he looked really good apparently. So yeah, he's only 16 years old. He's a kid, but we'll see. He might get a few games. There was a rumour floating around that was going to happen. That Coutinho was coming back on loan, but I don't see that happening.
We've got Firmino, Mane and Salah. You don't need Coutinho.
I know, I
don't fit in the squad.
I don't really want him back. He left.
Can.
Yeah, but you got Lallana and you got Wijnaldum, Henderson.
Emre Can. He left.
We've got enough midfielders.
Yeah.
Don't need Coutinho.
Oh yeah, we've got a thick midfield.
Them left back. Nah, Robertson.
Yeah, I'm happy Oxlade-Chamberlain and Lallana are back this season. They'll be good backup players, especially Oxlade-Chamberlain because
they looked good yesterday. You were shaky at first, but they looked good.
Yeah, we had a great second half against City in the Community Shield. Fortunately, we didn't win it, but oh well. We've still got the UEFA Super Cup next week, and we've still got plenty more competitions, of course. Of course, in terms of players leaving the club, quite a lot of players have left. So we've sent Rafa Camacho has left for Sporting CP for 7 million.
Who's that?
Yeah, he was a reserve centre mid. He was a good prospect, but he never got any games. Danny Ings has made his full move now. He was on loan, but now he's made his full move to Southampton for 20 million. Fair play to him. I love Danny.
How you got 20 million for him?
I have no idea. We ripped Southampton off because we bought for 5-7 million. So, but yeah, fair play to him. I mean, Danny Ings. He just
20 million to be on the sidelines all year.
He just never got a game. But Moreno has left for Villarreal. I would have liked them as a backup to Robertson as a left back, to be honest, because I think we've got no backup left backs.
Moreno was underrated.
Very underrated. He did have quite a few bad games though. Liverpool fans don't rate him very highly. Daniel Sturridge has left at the end of his contract, which is sad to see because he was at Liverpool for a long time. Of course, he was injured for a long say of it, but when he was fit and healthy, he was a
about the days of
very good player. I know, with Suarez and
SAS.
With Suarez, he scored 30 goals, I think, in the 2013-14 season.
Suarez, Sturridge and Sterling, was it?
Yeah, that's SSS.
But yeah, anyway,
I thought it was SAS, wasn't it?
There was something like that, wasn't it? I can't remember what team that was.
Alberto Moreno.
Yeah, but I'll real miss Sturridge. He was a great character, great player. He was just always injured, played by injuries. So fair play to him. Best of luck wherever you go, mate. Conor Randall has left. That was a shame. End of contract because he was a Scouser. but he just never got a game. Adam Bogdan has left.
Oh.
We'll really miss him.
The greatest goalkeeper of all time.
Of course, Lovren's rumours are going to Roma. Simon Mignolet is already almost wrapped up. He's going to Club Bruges for 6 million. Which, fair play to him. He's been really professional because, he got replaced by Karius the season before last. Then he got replaced by Allison. So, fair play to him. And hopefully he can go and play the rest of his career now. Well, end his career.
Club Brugge.
Club Brugge. Though that's more or less for Liverpool. I think, right now, Liverpool...
I don't think we should say it until we do the top 4 predictions.
Okay, yeah, we'll leave Liverpool the top 4 predictions then. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Got 26 minutes.
But,
Effing hell, we've gone way past. Okay.
Let's go to the top 6.
Right, just keep. Quickly, what are your opinions on VAR? So this is the first season with the implementation of VAR. What are your opinions?
It's good.
I think it'll be good.
It'll be slow. The games
will be a bit slower, but
there's gonna be a lot of controversial results, I think.
But if you think about all the penalties and all the red cards and things that could have been or shouldn't have been last year, VAR will sort them out. Like if VAR was in last year,
Cardiff would have stayed up and we would
have been relegated.
You mentioned that last time.
I'm just saying.
We know.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's gonna have its own controversy as well. Like VAR isn't perfect.
We saw in the World Cup there was a few big results like whoa, because VAR kind of slows the game down too. The ref just does the ref just does that. And the fans are like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you think Lampard will do? Of course, new Chelsea manager.
It'll be hard because
the transfer ban. Yeah, I think they have been able to bring him in. Hazard's left, but Pulisic
could be a match winner.
Is there?
Pulisic, Kovacic. They've got Hudson-Odoi. Tammy Abraham's now back at Chelsea.
They finished third.
Drinkwater.
I never know.
Drinkwater might go to Brighton on loan.
Is he?
Yeah.
Drink water. It's good for you. How do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do? Because it's a big season for United. Like make or break. It really is.
No.
I think if United don't start well, he could be gone by Christmas. Because we saw at the end of last season, he actually had a worse record than Mourinho.
He won't go at Christmas. He'll go by the end of the year. I think.
You think?
They'll wait it out. Like Moyes.
Someone who got relegated with Cardiff a couple of years.
It was an impulse buy.
It was a weird manager signing.
It's because they made It's because they had a few good results. They're like, okay, let's get him. And then now he's bought in he's like, yeah.
I mean, they bought Wan-Bissaka for 50 million.
Danny James.
Daniel James is the right wing. That was 15 million.
Harry Maguire for 80 million.
That's the thing. Like Harry Maguire could save.
He's not even worth half
that. But then again, like they've still got Lukaku, and that whole thing with Dybala, the exchange thing didn't work out.
Lukaku's. I think they're swapping Lukaku for Mandzukic, shouldn't they? Both going around.
No, Mandzukic isn't happening anymore.
Isn't
it was. I think Inter Milan won Lukaku, but I don't think they'll swap Icardi for Lukaku or anything. But I don't know.
But yeah. I fully enjoy United right now where they are. They mocked us for years, and we were fighting in top 6, top 7. So yeah, I'm enjoying how it's been turned around now, and yeah, I think they're probably going to have another tough season out top 4. I reckon. Yeah. So of course, another quickly, how do you think the new teams are going to do? Of course, Norwich City, Sheffield United, and Aston Villa. How do you think they're going to do?
Of all of them, Norwich are the best.
Norwich.
Villa.
I like Norwich, so I hope they do well.
But Aston Villa have spent 130 million pounds. I know, but then again, this is exactly like the Fulham situation last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I said last year that I think Fulham were going to.
You both said Fulham were going to do really well.
Like I don't know if I said top 10 for Fulham or not, but I
predicted
predicted them to stay up, and they were awful last season. So Aston Villa could go the same, but this time I'm going to say that Aston Villa are going to stay up.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to go down. I'm not so sure about Norwich and Sheffield United.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I'm opposite. I think Villa will go down.
Yeah. I think the only team going down out of those two is Sheffield. I actually think Sheffield are going to struggle. I think they've made the least signings. They're still mostly a championship squad. So at Norwich,
Well, they've got Phil Jagielka back. Ollie McBurn, is that his name?
Ollie McBurn from
Swansea. I think Norwich have got a good thing going on.
Back on loan from United. He's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean Norwich have signed Dermich, and he was free. He was a free. He looks good. He looks alright. He scored a few goals in pre-season, and they signed Farman as well, a goalkeeper.
That was a weird. I was shocked when I saw that.
That was weird, wasn't it?
He's on loan, bro. I was like, what?
No. He's a good keeper as well.
Yeah.
But, I'm rooting for Norwich. I like Norwich. Got a soft spot for them. The Canaries. So it's good to see them back. How the fight with 7th and 6th, I think, will be quite fierce this season. You saw it with towards the end of last season. We've got Leicester, Wolves, Everton, Watford, West Ham, and Man United. How do you think they'll do? I think Wolves could do one better. They did really well last season.
They did really well.
They could maybe get 7,
out
6.
of those teams, I wouldn't count Watford and West Ham in that.
Really?
No,
Watford signed.
West
no,
Ham
six or
have
seven.
signed Taylor, and they still have
Watford did really well last
Philip
season.
Anderson.
Yeah.
I think they'll get 9th, maybe 10th. West Ham.
And of course,
Everton, I think would do well. They've signed Moise,
Everton have
Moise
signed a few
Keane,
people.
potentially signing Zaha.
They've got rid of just a guy though, and signed someone else for them. What was his name? Someone I can't remember what his name is.
Delph joined.
Delph's joined.
yeah,
Yeah,
Everton have a good season.
Andre Gomez is now permanently
he's got there probably.
transferred.
They signed some other centre mid to replace Guy as well.
Everton fans, I'll be looking forward to the Merseyside derby this season because if Everton don't beat us, it'll be 10 years since they last beat Liverpool, which will be after big.
Really?
Yep, they last beat Liverpool.
in the Premier League all time.
all time. They haven't beat Liverpool since 2010 when we had Roy Hodgson.
Wow.
Bad. Oh, they were dark days. But
That kind of sounds like
10.
Sunderland and Newcastle.
That was 10 years ago now, but nearly 10 years. So if they don't beat Liverpool this season, it'll be a 10-year gap that Liverpool haven't stayed unbeaten in the Merseyside derby. Of course, there's been lots of draws, but yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, and of course, so now to wrap up the video now, we're going to do our top 6 and bottom 3 predictions. So yeah, guys, top 6 predictions. Who do you think will be in the top 6?
Top 6 will be 6.
Start from bottom to top.
Okay, so 6th will be Man United.
Okay.
5th, Arsenal. 4th, Chelsea. 3rd, Tottenham. 2nd, I'm sorry, Liverpool. I think City will win again. I think Rodri would be a great signing.
They're going to sign Cancelo as well.
Go and sign Cancelo. Daniel's gone. I know you want me to say Liverpool first. I can't say it.
No, it's fine. Be realistic. I'm just being a fan.
As much as I'm gritting my teeth, Man City will win the league again this year.
For a third time.
I think they will. I think they just will go way too much on you.
It's all about the money. Okay.
Money talks.
Top 6, Callum.
Top 6. Right. Just because of the transfer ban and because Hazard left, or they have got Pulisic, Lampard, obviously a fairly new manager anyway, his first season at Derby, that was his first managerial season. Did well, playoffs, but this is Chelsea, this is the Premier League. I don't think they'll struggle, but I think they're going to get 6th. 5th, I'm going to go United, Manchester United, because they have Sam Wan-Bissaka, so they've kind of, and Maguire, so they've sorted out some of their defensive problems. Obviously, De Gea's still there, and I don't know who else is there, centre backs and left back really. Sure. Daniel James, Lukaku's still there. Rashford, Martial. They've still got a decent squad. I think they'll finish 5th. 4th place. This goes out to my friend Luke, who I talked to about pretty much everything football. I'm going to go Arsenal to get Champions League football for the first time in ages. No. Because they've got Nicolas Pepe. So with Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette, they're going to bang in so many goals. And fair enough, the defence is pretty terrible.
Mustafi.
But they could sign Kieran Tierney, even though he's kind of injured for a while. But yeah, I'm going to go Arsenal. Then for 3rd, I'm going Tottenham. Because they have signed Ndombele. And they have got a bit of a stronger midfield now. And I mean, Kieran Trippier left. So I don't really know how Pochettino is going to play if he hasn't got many fullbacks.
Probably Carl Walker-Peters.
Maybe.
He did alright.
And then, 2nd, Liverpool. Which obviously means first I'm going for Manchester City again because...
Your opinion?
They've pretty much got 2 first teams that could be any team in the world.
Yeah.
And they're going to sign Cancelo, who's obviously is an amazing right back, and Rodri played decent yesterday in the Community Shield as well, and Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, Aguero. I could list players off that City. I just think City have the better squad.
Yeah,
it's funny because
everyone said that last year.
Didn't mention Sané, and he's going to Bayern Munich apparently.
Could be Sané as well.
No, don't forget. Everyone said
Bernardo
that.
Silva, David Silva. I think Man City are going to win again, but it's going to be very close again.
Do you think it'll be the neck and neck title race?
Yeah, easily. Yeah,
everyone says
it could go either way.
They've got a much better squad, and yet we took them all the way in the title race. Only a point behind, and we had the inferior squad, so to speak.
It will all depend on how the 2 games go between you two.
Yeah, those are big games.
It could go either way, but I'm going to tip City to win again, just because I feel like they've done more on the transfer window than Liverpool have, obviously, because Rodri and Cancelo versus.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
I wonder what yours is going to be.
Yeah. Well. So my top 6. Okay, I've got United to finish 6th. Well, they could finish 7th this season. I
was
wouldn't put it
I was
past
going
them.
to say Wolves, actually.
I think Wolves could do maybe finish 6th. How great would that be?
Although they'll either do really well again or they'll drop.
Well, they've signed a few more players.
Second season syndrome.
Yeah.
We suffered
I've got Spurs to finish. I can't count. I've got Spurs to finish 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just think something. I don't know. I think so. They haven't. I think. Well, they've signed a few players, but I just something tells me they're not gonna finish 4th this year. I've got Arsenal to finish 4th.
Yeah.
I think this is the season where they'll finally get back into 4th after a couple of seasons finishing.
My friend Luke's going to watch this video and he's going to be happy he said that.
You're welcome, Luke. So I think they'll finally get 4th now. I think Emery's going to finally unlock it now after okay first season under Arsenal, but I think with the new players he's going to finally unlock it now, and I think he'll get 4th. I think this is bold, might be wrong here, but I've got Chelsea to get 3rd, but I think Lampard might struggle. But I think, or he could just do really well, because don't forget, it is a gamble, but you've seen it with a legend coming back to the club to manage. It hasn't worked with Solskjaer. It's hit and miss, isn't it? A player man.
Didn't work with Alan Shearer for Newcastle in 2009, did it?
But it can be, you never know.
Chelsea, Newcastle.
And then
You can't compare that.
And then my top 2, second, Manchester City.
Of course.
Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be a neck and neck title race once again. I don't see it being like 97, 98. I think it's going to be like probably in the 80s this season. I can't see 90s again, 90s again. So I think it's going to be like probably in the high 80s this come May. But come on, Liverpool can do it this season. I think we can finally do it. Knock City off their perch. So and first, Liverpool. Come back to me mid-season and still shaking your heads. Although, Adam, Liverpool 5th. What happened?
Imagine if you missed that Champions League.
Could you imagine how that'd be?
Well,
And you don't win the Champions League.
we've had 2 great seasons, 3 great seasons under Klopp, and now the 4th goes all downhill. I highly doubt it. So yeah, and we'll end the video with our bottom 3. So quickly, we haven't got a lot of time.
Okay,
So, bottom 3.
Bottom 3, Sheffield United, not in this order, Sheffield United, Villa, and Southampton.
Oh, okay, because they were dogging out, weren't they?
They will be like us,
got Danny
Southampton,
Ings.
Newcastle, Burnley. They will again. One of those 4 teams will go down.
Okay, Callum?
I'm going to say Sheffield United at the bottom. I'm going to say Norwich.
Oh, could
Wow.
not the Canaries.
Wow.
And obviously I want to say Brighton as well. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's alright.
All right.
We're going to prove you wrong.
and to finish off my bottom 3, bottom is Sheffield. I think they're just going to struggle.
Poor Sheffield United.
They came up. I think they're just going to struggle. Simple as that. They're a championship
this
team.
season Cardiff. We should just
I know,
Yeah.
all over
that's
them.
true.
I think they'll have a few
Huddersfield
good
this
results.
season.
We're sorry, Sheffield United
No,
fans.
they won't do
Don't hurt us in the comments.
They won't do a Huddersfield. They're not that bad, but I think they'll struggle. Burnley. I think Burnley are going to struggle. They really struggled towards the
signed.
end of last season.
I don't think that's him.
I don't know, but they
Tarkowski
started off really well, but then they just went completely down off the cliff. So I think Burnley might capitulate this
sold
season.
Tom Heaton.
Oh, you'll have, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's their
And
goalkeeper?
Nick Pope.
Oh, yeah, he's alright.
and 18th, Brighton. As you wrong. Sorry, James. I hope I'm wrong. Mid-season, I hope they're clear. But yeah, guys.
You know
So
what? We're going to win the Premier League. We're watching this first.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
Prize to win the Premier
the
League.
Seagulls will soar high. Here we go.
You will.
So, yeah, guys, well, thank you all very much for watching. Enjoyed this video once again. Thank you, James. Thank you, Callum, for joining me. The 3 of us will be back in January with our mid-season review. I'm sure we'll be having a lot of things to say there. How a lot of our predictions will be different, I'm sure, in our mid-season review.
Yeah, Brighton will definitely be in 20th place by then.
Brighton will be 8th. Oh, yeah. Duking it out.
No, there's Newcastle.
Okay.
right.
So, yeah, that's what's so great about football. It's so unpredictable. Like, it could be just completely baffle us come January. We
Do you
don't
want
know.
to see Liverpool in the bottom 3? Imagine at Christmas, Liverpool in the bottom 3.
That's never going to happen.
I
Yeah.
would.
Oh, it's a flying.
rack up.
It's a flying pig. Right. Okay.
I'm not flying.
Shit.
Right, we'll leave it there. So thank you all so much for watching, guys. I'll put the video stamps down below to check them out. Well, I said at the beginning. So, yep. And we'll be looking forward to the new season to begin this week. Thank you all for watching, guys. And the 3 of us will see you in January for our mid-season review. Till then,